I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. On election night, November 7th, 2023, we have another breaking news alert. Republicans are stunned in Ohio after a major win for women's reproductive rights and for the pro-democracy, pro-freedom movement. A yes vote on issue 1 has passed, codifying in the Ohio Constitution a woman's right to choose. This was a hard-fought battle for women in the state of Ohio, for people who care about women's reproductive rights in the state of Ohio, against massive opposition from MAGA Republicans. A yes vote in favor of establishing, quote, an individual right to one's own reproductive medical treatment, including but not limited to abortion. That was on the ballot. The bill would also create legal protections for a person assisting another person accessing reproductive medical treatment. A no vote means that someone does not support enshrining the right to abortion in Ohio's Constitution. Let's take a look at the breakdown from the exit polls on gender. You see both men and women supported this initiative in the state of Ohio. Women by 61%, men by 54%. And then if we look at by age, from 18 to 29, you had 82% of support. So that youth vote was huge here. And then ages 30 to 44, about 69% on the yes side of this ballot measure. Want to show you here, this is from a doctor by the name of Dr. Pogue, explaining what is on the line in Ohio here. And I think here this ER physician really breaks down the issues as an issue of medical care, an issue that the government should not be interfering with a woman's right to choose. Here, bring in the doctor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pogue. I'm an ER physician in the state of Texas, and this is some advice for anyone of childbearing age in the state of Texas. Over the past year, I've had a lot of women come into the emergency room and they're not sure if they're pregnant, anywhere from age 14 to age 40. A lot of these women have irregular menstrual cycles, and so it's difficult for them to gauge how far along they might be if they're pregnant. Unfortunately, by the time you reach my emergency room, due to the Supreme Court's assault on women's reproductive health and Texas taking away your ability to have ownership over your reproductive health, it's a little too late for me to discuss abortion options with you in the emergency room. There could be a bounty placed on my head. I could potentially face jail time or be sued. And so a lot of times we're going to be hesitant to discuss those options with you in the emergency room, which means that the onus is on you. If you are sexually active and you do not want to get pregnant, you need to make sure you are taking steps. Make sure you're on birth control. Make sure you have Plan B tablets available. Make sure you have pregnancy tests at home. The sooner you find out that you're pregnant, the better. Women have had to work so freaking hard in this country to get as far as y'all are, and now we are seeing an assault on y'all's ability to have ownership over your health. And to everyone watching this video, vote. Vote for politicians who want to create a world where everyone has the right to reproductive choice.
And so another big win here for women's reproductive rights, a big defeat again against MAGA Republicans. We are seeing this trend develop throughout the evening so far. As Bradley Moss points out, he is reposting a message from Newsbusters, a Republican kind of tilting message here. And when Newsbusters is saying that this is going to be a bad night for Republicans, as Bradley Moss says, that is a very bad sign for Republicans indeed. Steve Kornacki, one of the best in the business as the results were coming in. Here's what he had to say. Play the clip.
Right now, about 1/5 of the vote is in Ohio. Issue 1 would put the right to an abortion in the state constitution, would allow for restrictions after the point of fetal viability, about 22, 24 weeks. And it's basically almost 65% yes on that right now. Our declaration from the decision desk is that yes is leading in this. No surprise when you see numbers like that. And I think if you just start to look at the pattern that's developing here, there was, if anybody remembers, there was this test vote in Ohio this summer. Opponents of issue 1 anticipating this night put a question on the ballot this summer that would have raised the threshold for a constitutional amendment to 60%. And that went down in flames. And what we're basically seeing in the county so far are results that are very consistent with what we saw over the summer.
Here is Democratic Congresswoman Sykes. Here's what she had to say in a recent podcast appearance. Play the clip.
Issue 1 is very simple. It is going to codify in our state's constitution the right for women to access abortion services in Ohio. It's very simple. But wait, there's more. There's more, because not only will it say that people can access abortion services, that there is a constitutional right for birth control, for fertility treatment, for miscarriage care, all of the things that a person of reproductive age wants access to. So not only can we grow our families, start our families, we can survive in a state like Ohio that has one of the worst maternal mortality rates in the entire country.
And there you have it, folks. I will show you this ad that we made here at the MeidasTouch Network. We made this ad even before Roe v. Wade was overturned. We then re-released it when Roe v. Wade was overturned. This type of messaging out there is clearly resonating with Americans, and we're seeing this now, a trend develop throughout the country. And I'll play this video, then let's talk briefly about this trend. Play this clip.
Listen, everything's gonna be okay, all right? Just let me do the talking, okay? Just
Evening, ladies. License, please. Where are you headed?
Oh, we were just out for a drive.
Headed to the border?
Oh, no. We were just going up to the...
Hey there. What's your name?
Grace?
Are you pregnant, Grace? Step out of the vehicle.
She does not have to.
Yes, she does.
No.
Show me your hands on the wheels, please. Grace, step out of the vehicle. On the wheel.
Grace, it's okay.
And we did that video 2-3 years ago at this point, well before Roe v. Wade was overturned, because, that's what was at stake in the 2020 election when we made that. And so we are seeing a trend, and I don't want to say that it's a fully solidified trend yet of the evening, but it does look like there is this rejection of this kind of MAGA Republican culture war, focusing on the Dr. Seuss and the Mr. Potato Head and, and the Bud Light and canceling Target and all the stuff that they're doing. And people are focusing on fundamental freedoms and keeping Donald Trump, MAGA Republicans, people like this away from the important individual decisions that people have and from taking away people's freedom and liberty. We'll keep you posted, but I thought that was big news to develop. Ohio Issue 1 has been approved. It's been passed by the voters. That's big news. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 2 million subscribers, and you can support this network at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Have a great one.
Hey Meidas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.